So what's going on here is Maggie is coming up to the catch and she's actually stopping. Her seat stops moving at the catch while she lifts on the handle, and then her initial drive is actually up in her shoulders. You can see the body, the back opening up right off the catch here. And you contrast that to Ava, who's doing a good job of holding her body in the same position. So her upper body shape hasn't changed. She hasn't opened up the angle, unlike Maggie, who has opened up and is using her upper body to pick up the stroke at the catch. So we've got two things going on here with Maggie. We've got that hesitation or that stopping of the seat coming into the catch right there. So just going backwards. So now she's coming into the catch, still sliding. Now watch the seat stops. The handle keeps moving, and there's a couple of clicks there where the handle's still moving and the seat has stopped. Contrast that to Ava on the other side. Seat's moving in and it changes direction immediately with the handle. So here we got Ava much better linked onto the handle through her seat, and Maggie's losing that connection somewhere in the middle of her body. And by losing that connection, that causes Maggie to actually catch with the opening of the body rather than catching with a solid, strong core through the hips. Aviana got a nice high finish, flat wrists pretty much, although the right elbow is a little bit low. What I'm looking at here, though, is we're getting this movement away from the finish. If you look at where the pivot's coming, it's coming in the shoulders. We're not pivoting through the pelvis. You can see the hips are remaining locked, and the pelvis, there's no movement in the pelvis. So your pivot is coming in your back rather than in your pelvis. And that means when you get into the catch, you're then kind of lunging a little bit and still catching a little bit through the shoulders. See that initial pickup? That's the opening of the body with the shoulders. We want to keep everything down more in the hips and the legs. And you can see the first movement here is a lifting of the handle and an opening of the body. So right off the catch, we're opening the body just that little bit too early. I'd rather be driving the legs down harder and saving the opening of the body for the finish. So you can see right off here, off the catch, you're pretty much getting the body into the finish position when the shins are still vertical. So your shins are vertical here, your body angle has opened up, and now it's going to be a bit of a strain to get into the finish. I'd rather be picking up the load off the catch with the legs, the stronger muscles, and then saving the opening of the body into the finish. Look over to the other side, over to Grace. Pretty much very little pelvic tilt here, if any at all, sitting on the tailbone, staying on the tailbone, then eventually getting the rock over as you approach the catch. And that's putting the lower back under a lot of stress coming into the catch. So then we get that lunge into the catch, which I think we'll see a little bit better on the next stroke. So yeah, the body is still in that upright position. We're still on the tailbone pretty much. Need to get a lot more pelvic tilt, hip hinge, and then coming into the catch. Then we're reaching into the catch. So it's going backwards a little bit. So we're going from that upright position here. It's still pretty upright, even though the shins are almost vertical. And then as you come into the catch, the shins have kind of straightened up a little bit more. But we can see, so the shins are straightened up a little bit more, but the body angle has increased a lot more than the shins. And even more as we go right into the catch. Let's mark that up. So now the shins are here and the body's here. So what we're looking for is for the body angle to be set earlier than that, and for the body angle to be held into the catch. Getting this amount of body movement going into the catch is going to put a lot of pressure into your lower back right there, and it's also taking away some of the drive from your legs. It's putting it up into the shoulders. So the catch and the drive is going to be in a little bit of a high point rather than being through the hips. All right, just looking at Delaney coming into the finish, and you actually see that she starts to slide forwards before she's even finished the stroke that she's on. So she's coming into the finish, handle still moving towards her chest, and look, she's moving up the tracks before she's finished her stroke, and definitely before she's got the arms extended back out again. And as you can see, there's no hip hinge as she approaches the catch. And so what that causes her to do is to kind of over compress a little bit at the catch, and then it's all upper body, and it's getting pretty heavy. So we've got to get the hip hinge coming away from the finish. So the sequence coming out of the finished position has got to be the arms lead first, then the body swings, and then we slide. So it's arms, body, slide. Whereas here, Delaney, we're going slide, no body, and then arms. Just keep focusing on the basics, the fundamentals. Right here, looking pretty good. Flat wrists, getting a hip hinge, maybe get a little bit more, but it's not too bad, and driving through the hips. So it's pretty good. Okay, Parthenope looks pretty good. A little bit stiff, a little bit rigid, so I just want to relax the shoulders a little bit. And on this stroke here, there's a lot of, because you've got that rigidity in the shoulders, there's a lot of kind of vertical movement and rocking movement with the back off the catch. So if you look at your back off the catch, you're opening up the body angle, which is opening up from that position at the catch into this position here. So you're opening up that body angle right off the catch. The legs really haven't started driving yet. In fact, yeah, if we watch the handle and the shoulders and your seat, watch those three things. You can see your shoulders are moving back, the seat has hardly moved, and you're kind of lifting on the handle. So all your power off the catch is being taken with your back and your shoulders. So we need to change that so that the power off the catch is actually coming through your hips, through here in that direction, rather than in your shoulders up in that direction. There's more strength and power in the legs than there is in the back. So we really want to save this back opening for the finish of the stroke. All right, so because the back's opening very early in the drive, once the legs are down, you've got nothing remaining with which to finish the stroke except with your arms. But having said that, the finish position is pretty good. Nice high elbows, flat wrists, level head. That's all good. So we just got to work on just holding the body stable and firm, not opening with the back right off the catch. Hey Fiona, we've told you a number of times about this opening of your body at the catch. I mean, look at that. Your body's leaning back right off the catch. Your shins are still vertical. So your shins pretty much vertical, if I can get there. And your body is laying back. You're almost falling backwards right off the catch. Rowing like this is going to wreck your back. You're going to have a lot of back pain if you keep doing this, if you don't fix this issue. As you can see, because you've used up all your back right off the catch, once the legs are down here, halfway through, you've got nothing left with which to finish the stroke. You've got no body swing remaining, and it's all going to be in the arms, and it's going to be hard work right here. And yeah, nobody's arms are strong enough to be able to pull that load for half of the stroke. So we've got to get this fixed. You've got to be driving through the hips, catching with the legs, not with the upper body or the back. And that starts a little bit with what you do coming away from the body. Okay, so the arms are leading. We can get the arms out a little bit straighter. And then before you start to slide, so right here you're beginning to slide, but if we look at the body, your body is still upright. Okay, so before you start to slide, what we really want to see is the body rocked over into this position and then holding that position into the catch. So just very upright, and then you're going to lead with the body. Okay, so that has got to change, otherwise your back is going to really hurt you. And okay, Fiona, same thing, just from a different angle. Didn't realize I had this one. So same thing, opening with the body, leaning back, and then it's a bit of a struggle to finish only with the arms, which is why you're kind of pulling it down into your gut a little bit. Okay, Karina looks pretty solid, pretty good. A nice finish. So yeah, good approach, good catch, good sequencing, driving through the hips, which is good, and opening the body with the leg drive and finishing in a good position. So that's pretty good. Yeah, Karina from different angle, again looking pretty good. So sequencing and technique looks good. The next step would be to start pushing a little bit harder, just getting that score down. Okay, Mariah, doing a really good job picking it up very quickly in your first week. This is good, excellent. What I would just focus on here as you finish this stroke, just going to go back to it. As you finish the stroke, remember the sequencing away from the body. We want to lead with the hands. So the arms should be straight before you're starting to move up the tracks. So as you can see here, the handle, your hands are still at your chest and your knees are starting to bend, so you're already coming up the track before the arms are fully extended. So remember the sequencing. Coming away from the body has got to be the arms leading, followed by body rocking over from the hips, and then you slide. And we just want to watch, make sure that everything in here is symmetrical. Want to keep the knees kind of straight rather than letting the knees kind of come in together and knock each other. Yep, but yeah, generally pretty good. Just some stuff we just need to work on, but it's a good job. Okay, so Paige, I think we just need to work on building up your core, getting stronger in the middle so that your leg drive, the power coming from your legs, can be transmitted directly to the handle. If you slow that down, we can see what's happening. You're coming up to the catch. We just pause there. So we do need to make sure that your feet are adjusted so that each of the feet things is at the same height. Because if you look at your knees, right now we've got the right knee higher than the left, so we need to have everything kind of straightened out. symmetrical. And as we come in, so if you watch your seat and watch the handle at the same time, your legs are strong and your seat's moving back and the handle is kind of getting left behind a little bit. So we just got to strengthen the core so you can have a better connection with your legs, from your legs to the handle. And just pay attention to the basics. Hands lead, body pivot, and then slide. And try to hold your form. So watch here, we're kind of dropping your head and losing your butt right there. So your head's dropping down and your butt is going back before you've actually got on any power applied to the handle. So right here, you've pushed back and the handle has hardly moved. It's moved up a little bit and maybe gone back an inch, whereas the seat's gone back about 2 or 3 inches. Okay, this will hurt your back. So we've got to kind of match up what the seat's doing to what the handle's doing and strengthen the core. And also try to keep the handle level and stable. But it's coming along well. Just pay attention to the basics. And this is what Haley is like when she thinks nobody's watching. And then when she realizes, there we go. Good. So Parthenope, again, just looking at the catch, opening up with the body, a little bit too upright and stiff coming into the catch, and catching with the body. We want to be catching through the hips. All right, Taya, just one little thing. I think we can just speed up when the legs come on. If you watch your seat and the handle coming into the catch, there's just this little pause where the seat has stopped right there and the handle's still moving upwards, and then the seat picks it up again. We really want to keep the seat moving at the catch, so we want to minimize that pause. And you're kind of sitting at the catch while you're raising the hands. I'm going to kind of make that one movement as you approach the catch with the handle and you approach the catch with the seat. That lift and pull back occurs seamlessly in one movement rather than breaking it up into coming up to the catch, lifting, and then pulling back. Just want to speed that up a little bit. Okay, Mia, coming into the catch. There's a lot of handle movement and it's not matched with the seat. So the seat here, as you come into the catch, your seat is now stopped. But watch the handle. There's a lot of movement before you're ready to take the catch. So your seat is in position for the catch here, but you're not ready. The handle's not ready, and we don't really want the seat to ever stop. So you want to have everything ready for the catch. So when your seat arrives at the catch, your handle's ready to move back and you just get straight onto the legs. Whereas what will happen is if we stop the seat, then we take the catch. The catch is going to be taken up in the shoulders and the back and not so much in the legs. All right, so we just want to work on that sequencing into the catch right there. Again, a lot of movement. So that movement preparing the handle should be done in sync with the movement of the seat into the catch. And Anna, that's looking good, coming along. Good, so we just need to work on the leg drive, just getting the legs a little bit stronger so we can kind of push a little bit harder off the footboard and just drive through the feet. So it just looks a little bit passive on the footboard, so we just want to be a little bit more aggressive, if you like, on the boards. But it's coming along. Ocean, it's pretty good. Just a little thing here as you come away from the finish. Let's make sure we get the arms fully extended before the body rocks over and before you start to slide. So you can see here, hands are coming away first, you're getting some body rock, but then you're starting to slide and your arms aren't straight yet. So you want to straighten the arms before you start to slide, so you don't get straight until right in as you come into the catch. Okay, so just work on that, coming out of finish, straighten the arms, body rock, then slide. And Sophia, yeah, right into the catch. You see the seat is starting to move back towards the water before the handle does. So you've got to kind of keep that engagement through your core, keep a strong torso, so that when the seat drives back, it's bringing the handle with the seat. You see that little bit of slippage in there, and the upper body's rising up. So you're catching with your shoulders because you've kind of lost the connection with the seat. So we've got to catch through the feet, through the seat, not so much with the shoulders. We don't want to open that body angle until you get to the finish. So you're opening your body pretty early in the drive. You want to save that for the finish. So seat slipping, body opening, and then the legs engage. Right to Leah, as we approach the catch. A little bit too upright for me. I would want to have a little bit more body angle set before you start to slide. So want to have the body in the catch position before sliding. Pretty upright, but then what happens is as you approach the catch, see that now you're getting your body rocked over. So if you watch your shoulders from here, approaching the catch, into the catch, your shoulders drop, and we kind of scoop the catch with the shoulders down and around. And if you watch your back, your shoulders compared to the seat right off the catch, your shoulders are moving back towards the water before the seat does. And what we really want to have happen is the seat moves back towards the water before the shoulders. If you catch with the upper body with the shoulders, you will get lower back pain, guaranteed. So we just got to, just work on that, and I think things are looking pretty good. Sophia, same as the previous comment. You can get a little bit more body angle before you start to slide, and then make sure we're catching through the hips, not so much with the upper body. Right, there's lifting on the catch. Okay, Chloe. Yep, so we're working on legs and body finishing together, so we can see that here. So we want to have good posture, want to have a flat lower back. Now we just need to figure out how we can kind of have a little bit more relaxation. It just looks a little bit stiff. I mean, it's moving in the right direction. We just need to figure out how to just relax a little bit. You can see the upper body looks, it's a good posture, but you can kind of see through there. We've got that arch in the back. I really want to keep that back a little bit flatter. Maybe try rowing a little bit, trying to have a little bit more slight curvature the other way in the back. so we can try that. But yeah, it's coming along. It's good. All right, so Ocean, you're doing something a little bit funky right at the catch. I've just watched the handle. Yeah, got that kind of lifting into the catch, and then you pull the handle down again. So we want to just try to keep that handle moving in a straight line. Pull down. Okay, so yep. The fastest way between 2 points is a straight line. So let's just pull through straight, level, and flat. All right, Grace, here coming out of the finish. Again, we mentioned it earlier, body's very upright. We need to get that rock over before getting it here. So body's upright here, starting to slide, keeping the body upright. Then you're starting to rock the body over, which is taking some of the engagement away from your leg drive and just putting your lower back at risk, as we talked about. Yep, so just got to keep working on that. Ella, you can kind of see a little bit. I can't really see the handle, but if you watch your seat, yeah, no, it looks pretty good. Now, I was about to say I thought the seat was moving before the handle, but not there. That's good. Okay, Maya, looks pretty good. Sequencing's good. Approach to the catch is good. Now right here, from this angle, just looks as though you're kind of picking it up with your upper body and opening your body a little bit stronger than the legs are coming on. Hard to tell. I don't really have the side-on angle to see what's going on. Oops. But yeah, it looks like it's coming along. If we can try to sit somewhere slightly different, then maybe I can film a side angle and get a better shot.